Hi everybody, it's me, it's Jo, coming at you live from Melbourne on a Sunday evening, afternoon. As I promised last week, I would be back, so here I am. So I want to talk to you, it's actually about this week's blog post, which is, I'm quite tanned, aren't I? Sorry, get distracted already. It's about a quote that I've heard a lot about. I've heard it a lot, which is the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. And it's really become apparent to me in the last 6 days, it's December the 6th, how easily I've fallen out of my routine because of some little obstacles that have come my way, and how I'm now going to share with you 6 steps that I've taken to get me back into that routine. So just wanted to share that with you today. The importance of a routine is that it becomes a habit, and a habit is something, if you practice it consistently, that's how it forms. And if it's a good habit, that's great. If it's a bad habit, no good. But it's a good habit, why not, you know? Well, what happened to me was since December the 1st, I have fallen right out of my routine. Various things have kind of come up that have stopped me or kind of presented themselves to me as an obstacle, and they're not an obstacle at all, which, oh, hi Pamela, how are you? Hey, we know each other, but we don't. So things that I thought I couldn't get around. So the first thing that really happened is that I had to go back to the office, which is like a 3-minute drive away, 6 minutes, the very top. And it made me probably more uncomfortable and anxious than I gave it credit for, to be honest. And it just meant I had to be a little bit more organised in the morning, so I couldn't just turn up for work in the front room in my pyjamas. I had to actually get up and get dressed. But like extra 10 minutes, not really anything dramatic. So what happened was, when this obstacle presented itself, was I stopped my meditation, which is literally 5 minutes in the morning. I stopped writing my journal, which is about 10 minutes. And I stopped writing my 7 gratitudes as part of that journal. And I also didn't practice any yoga. So there was like almost, as I stopped doing one thing, everything else stopped as well. It was just like a real domino effect, I suppose. I've been actually waking up earlier than usual at 5 o'clock, which is perfect because I wanted to give myself 2.5 hours to do all the things I like to do in the morning. But instead I didn't. I just put them off and I procrastinated, and I scrolled social media for hours, and I would then get onto the news, which I don't watch generally, and get very anxious and get very upset and outraged and angry and all the rest of it. And this, of course, is a form of self-sabotage for me. So I'd got myself into some great habits, a great routine, feeling good about myself. And I've got this little voice that pops up when that happens. It's like, hold on, why are you feeling so good about yourself? Get back in your box, Jo. I'm going to sabotage your habit and make you feel bad again. And that's exactly what happened. And it caused a knock-on effect to all of my life. So I stopped meditating, which led me to stop writing my journal, which led me to stop yoga, which then led me to start eating badly. And when I started eating badly, I also stopped doing my skincare routine. It was like everything went wrong at the same time. So the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I wanted to share with you how I got myself out of that place today. And it was quite easy and very easy for you to do as well. So step 1, forgive. Forgive yourself. It's the hardest thing to do sometimes. We're very hard on ourselves. I told myself, it's okay. Today is a new day and you can draw a line in the sand. Your hard work is not erased just because you've had 6 days of not doing the right thing. Actually 5 days. Let's not include today. You've just lost a little bit of consistency, and it's okay to get back on it. Don't backtrack. That's number 2. I didn't go back to December the 1st and then try and write my journal for 6 days. And I didn't try and review the month of November, which was what I normally do. I didn't do it. I just thought, no, just start again. Write your journal today. So don't backtrack. Don't try and cram everything in that you've missed. Just start again from where you are. Number 3, set small goals and reward yourself for doing them. So today I woke up and I did my 5-minute meditation, and I then wrote my journal. And as a reward for that, I went for a really nice bracing windy walk at the beach with my husband. And it was my reward for doing those 2 things well. So make sure you reward yourself when you do get things done. Number 4, small wins. Celebrate the small wins. So I actually sat down and made a list this morning of the things I had achieved in the 6 days of December. I had stayed consistent with my social media targets. I'd stayed consistent with my business. And I also turned up to all of my training with the Power Squad with George. So that was really, really good. I'd also done some Christmas shopping. I really worked hard at my day job and got a lot done. And I had a clean house, and I'd even cleaned the chicken coop. So I'd achieved a lot. So celebrate those small wins. Number 5, make a plan. I get out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have 2.5 hours, except Wednesday when I go training, to fill in that time. So I broke that down into 15-minute sections today, and I've set goals for each 15 minutes for each day of the week, because I have different things that go on. I have yoga some mornings, I have training other mornings. So just to make sure I'm making the most of that time. And number 6, the final one, which really helped me, is clean your environment. I don't know about you, but a cluttered and untidy environment is a huge distraction for me. So I set aside a few hours yesterday and I absolutely blitzed the house. And once this distraction was gone, my mind felt clearer and I was able to get back to my routine this morning. So that's it really. It's just a quick recap for the 6 things that I did. Forgive yourself. Don't backtrack and try and cram everything in. Set small goals and reward yourself. Celebrate the small wins. Make a plan and clean up your environment. And that's it. That's all I've got for you on this beautiful, windy, blustery Melbourne afternoon. I hope everyone is well and staying safe, and I'll speak to you next week. Thank you so much for watching.